Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to your Taurus New Moon reading. So, as I was saying, this is for you, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but this reading I am going to split it in three different parts. So, first part for Gemini Rising, second part for Gemini Sun, and third part for Gemini Moon, because it's going to hit three different things about yourself. Thing doesn't sound very well, but anyway. But at the end of the video, I'm going to put the playlist there so you can check the rest of the readings for your sun sign or rising sign or whatever. So you can put them all together then. And if you would like a private reading with me, there is the link to my playlist down below. Okay, so without further ado, let's have a look now for you, Gemini Rising first. Okay, so we start with the Ascendant, Gemini Ascendant or Gemini Rising, and we'll see which kind of energy is going to be hitting you. Now, before we start, I was forgetting, sorry about that. Now, as you know, a new moon, it's always about a new start. This particular new moon in April in the sign of Taurus is going to be a super new moon. So the energy is going to be a lot stronger and it's going to be mainly about prosperity in whatever, in whatever kind of placement it hits you in different ways. Like, for example, for you, Gemini Rising is going to hit the second house. And the second house, it's about wealth, prosperity, and the things that you consider of value. So let's have a look now which kind of energy is going to be going around what we just said about your second house matters. Let's have a look for Gemini, the energy. And here we've got envy. Oh, okay. So what it sounds like here to me is that for some of you, Gemini, so let's go back a second. Let's take a step back. We're talking about health. We're talking about wealth, things that of beauty, things that you have managed to create yourself, career, and all of that. So what I see here, it's that more than likely you've been prosperous and you've managed to create a lot of beautiful things. And whatever you're aware or not, there might be an energy of envy around you. So with this new moon, you might start to realize that some of the people that you thought that they would have been happy for you are really not. Or that they're, sometimes envy can be, it's not always negative. Sometimes it helps people that they haven't reached their potential to actually push themselves forward when they see that someone close to them that they manage to reach what they really are inspiring to do. Some other times it could be a bit more, not as great, but let's not dwell over that. The other thing that I'm feeling here is that for very, very little of you, okay, maybe for none of you, but I have to say it could be that you're going to start to realize with this new moon that for what your wealth is concerned, for what the things that you consider of value is concerned, you might be feeling a bit of envy for somebody. For someone else, could be a co-worker, could be a friend, could be anybody. But now with the new moon, I believe that you're going to start to feel and recognize this feeling that you have and work on it. And that would also make you realize how much is your worth. That maybe the reason that you are not you have not acquired that kind of wealth or whatever is valuable to you up to now, it's not because you're not capable of it, but because maybe you went about it in the wrong way. So there is both of this possibility. Now let's take 3 extra cards from the tarot and see a bit more for you, Gemini Rising, for this new moon, what we are talking about. Here we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. So definitely here with the 7 of Pentacles, what we have here, it's something that you would have really planted a long time ago, and that now it's coming to fruition. Now, for those of you who have reached a certain point and that you realize with this new moon that what you have done during these years, or could be even something quicker, but that the wealth that you have accumulated, the value that you have accumulated, it's something that you had worked on it. Okay. Here what it says with the 4 of Pentacles, and this new moon says, okay, yes, you've done great, you've been fantastic and everything, but don't get too attached to it, in the way of, yes, of course, feel proud of yourself and everything, but don't put all of the importance only on to material things. Because here what we have is the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups, it says, don't let go of other things that are very important, of the beauty of small things. Sorry, I know that there is a glare. Because you don't want to regret then, the moment to moment life. So it's a beautiful reading. It really says, yes, you have arrived. It's something that you manifested through hard work and whatever, but at the same time, don't lose sight of everything else around you. Okay. And instead, if it's you that feels a bit that energy of envy towards somebody else, don't worry, because you have waited. And now with this 4 of Pentacles, don't hold on too tight on that feeling, because otherwise then you won't be able to progress emotionally and then reach that wealth that you're looking for. Okay, so Gemini Rising, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click onto the notification bell. If you would like a reading with me, there is a link to my website below. And the rest of the readings for this new moon are going to be at the end of the video, and also in the description box below, so you can see your other positions. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye-bye. Oops. Now, hi. This is the reading for Gemini Sun. I just finished the Gemini Rising. So here we go. Now, before we start, just a little recap for you, Gemini Suns. This of the 27th of April, it's going to be a new moon in the sign of Taurus, and it's all about prosperity. Now, for what your sun sign is concerned, we are talking about how it's going to affect the way that you feel about yourself. Okay, the way that you are going to embrace this yourself, not how you show yourself to others, but how you feel, and what would you like to change, and if there is anything that you would like to change or anything that you would like to enhance or let go. But usually let go, it's more for the full moons. And remember that this is going to be also a super moon, so the energy of this new moon is going to be really magnified. I think I've said everything. Not too sure, but anyway, so this is for you, Gemini Sun sign. And don't forget to go and check also your reading for this new moon for your rising sign and your moon sign. And if you don't know where to find it or how to calculate it, down below in the comment box there is links, and you can see how to do it. So here we go. Which kind of energy it's going to be around the Gemini's sun sign during this Taurus new moon? Oh, soulmate! This is absolutely beautiful. I'm curious now to see what is going to come up for the moon side. That usually is the emotions, but that is beautiful. So what I'm sensing here, I want to keep it in my hand. It's lovely. So what I'm sensing here, Gemini, is that feeling within yourself. So keep in mind that new moon, for what your sun sign is concerned, is going to hit on how you are feeling about yourself. Okay, so soulmate, I feel that you are going to start with this new moon that starts on the 27th of April, but you are going to start feeling it a couple of days before and up until the middle of May, until the next full moon. This feeling of yourself feeling good within. So it's like, first of all, you're going to be feeling really, really nice within yourself. And also what I'm sensing for some of you and most of you, okay, if this really resonates, it's going to resonate, that there might be someone on the horizon that you feel within. It's going to bring that harmony of a soulmate energy. Now, soulmates are not only on the romantic level, they could also be friendship or recognizing a family member to be a soulmate. So it's like glowing from within. That is exactly what I'm feeling because of the appearance of or the recognition of this soulmate in your life. It's going to really put a great, spring in your step. And yeah, that is exactly what I'm feeling. Like feeling, and I just, for the very first time, I just noticed that there is a face there between the clouds. I feel that for most of you, Gemini Sun sign, you're going to be feeling supported, and from this new moon onward, you're going to look at things in a different perspective. So prosperity, yes, it's a prosperity of feeling that you are understood, of feeling that you are supported. It's beautiful, beautiful feeling. So let's take now 3 tarot for you, Gemini Sun, and see more in depth now for what your new moon in Taurus is concerned. Let's have a look. 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, makes sense, and the Temperance. Yeah, it makes complete sense. Okay, so remember what I said. New moons are always a new start. If in the past you have felt heartbreak, you have felt, really heartbroken for whatever reason, and there was a tinge of loneliness, of not being understood or supported, now it's the end of it. This is the end of that particular situation. You are really going to feel yourself being reborn, and it's typical of the new moon. We recognize something that has ended, and then we can start again. The 10 of Swords, it's when we reach the point that can't go any further. The pain, it's there, we recognize it, and then we can let it go. And with the Temperance card, you had the patience of waiting. This soulmate, it could very well be someone that comes into your life, could be a romantic, could be a friend, could be anything that would really give you that little lift as well. But I strongly sense that for most of you, could be also and or that you recognize that you are at the point where you love yourself as a soulmate. You recognize that you are after coming from pain. The pain now it's over, and I have myself. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous energy, Gemini. Whatever which is through someone else or through the understanding of yourself, whatever you went through, now it's actually over, and you can start again. Okay, so Gemini Sun, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click onto the notification bell so you'll be notified every time that I have a new video coming up. And by the way, my videos will be under the live tab if you go directly onto my channel page. Another thing, if you would like a private reading with me, details below the link for my website. And don't forget to check at the end of the video the playlist for the rest of the new moon readings for this month, and also I am going to add them as well under here. Okay, thank you very much, Gemini, and I'll see you soon. Hello, Gemini Moon. Hi, this is your reading now. So let's have a look what is going to be coming for you during this new moon in the sign of Taurus. Now, I don't know if everybody of you know that a new moon in general, any new moon, doesn't matter under which sign they are, it's always a start of something. This particular new moon in April in the sign of Taurus is a supermoon. So the energy is going to be elevated and is going to be magnified. A new moon in Taurus has got to do with prosperity. Now, because now we're reading for you that you are Gemini Moon, it's going to be a prosperity for what your emotion is concerned. Okay, so let's have a look which kind of energy or emotions or what you consider familiar. Okay, so let's see the kind of energy for you, Gemini Moon. And here we've got dry desert. Okay, so dry desert could be that for some of you, now I feel two different scenarios here, Gemini. It could be that for some of you, there has been a moment up until now, up until reaching this point of this new moon in Taurus, where there was conflict. There might have been tears as well. And now with the new moon, the tears are going to dry out. No more tears, no more pain, no more bleeding hearts. Okay. The other possibility instead is that with this new moon, you're going to realize that you had put, for whatever reason, whatever was your decision or circumstances, anything, okay, that you had put your emotions on one side, maybe because of work, because you were too busy, anything. But now there is that realization with the new moon and starting to see the understanding of how important is to be prosperous in our own emotions. So let's take 3 cards now, Gemini Moon, and see what we have for you for this new moon. And it will give us a bit more understanding about this card. So we have Ace of Cups, fabulous. We have the Star, and we have the Two of Cups. Listen, I'm sorry, I'm laughing now, but I'm sorry. But now, if you have been dry, now there is not dryness anymore. Okay, and I'm talking about if it's tears and pain, yes, that is dried up completely. But if you felt that there was no emotions because you didn't feel a connection, and here I strongly feel that we're talking about a wish that came true. Now, it could be for some of you that you were hoping to enter a particular relationship, or that there was going to be a better understanding with someone at a romantic level, coming together, all of that, or to find someone new to share your emotions with and all of that. And here we go, Ace of Cups. Now, it could also be at a friendship level, but if it's at a friendship level, it's really that very high level of understanding with each other, because here we also have the card of soulmates, the Two of Cups. So both, if we are talking about a friendship that is very deep and makes you feel loved and makes you reawaken your feelings, of caring for others and felt cared for, or if it's a romantic relationship that is just starting and coming in, that maybe you don't know this person and all of a sudden during the time of this new moon enters your life and bring prosperity in your emotional side. Here we go, Ace of Cups, new love, new dreams. And actually, with the full moon there, I just noticed it's going to culminate. Then, if you meet someone now between the 24th of April up to the middle of May, it's going to then really explode in a relationship, or you'll realize the full extent of your emotions and their full extent of their own emotions by the time the new full moon comes mid-May. Please let me know. Please let me know if this is the case. I'm very nosy. But anyway, whatever it was that made you feel, that there was no more emotions around you, that you didn't feel in love, or that nobody was in love with you, it's done. And or if there was tears, they're dried up. Okay, so there is no point of me keep going, because I know that I can go in a spiel and wrap myself around my tongue. That's fine. So I really hope, Gemini Moon, that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click onto the notification bell. If you go directly onto my channel, my new video will be under the live tab. Now, it should appear in a few moments your the playlist with all the rest of the new moon reading. So go and check your other positions, sun, moon, and rising, whatever. No, your rising and your sun. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit confused. That's it, I think. And I'll see you soon. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye bye.